Hey, what's up? Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Jaden. I'm here with my co-host Andrew. We're part of Lead Shark Marketing, where we help naturopath and wellness clinics get more appointments, get their schedules filled, and ultimately get more clients. The reason why we do this podcast is to give you clinic owners or practitioners as much value as we can give you. We're going to be going through real life marketing scenarios, what other clinics are doing right now, their ads, their landing pages, what it all looks like. And we're going to be suggesting what we would do differently, what looks good, what looks bad, what could be changed, what's important, what's not. And hopefully you can take what we say and apply it to your own clinic, or at least have an idea moving forward of what you could do. And what gives us the authority or credibility to do this is we work with clients all over the country and help them get more appointments, get more clients with their clinic. But not only that, a couple of weeks ago, we did a test where we created a fake wellness clinic. That means we created the name, branding, logo, website ads, everything about it to make it seem legit to the average person, so we could then market it and see what would happen, what the results would be. And we ended up getting 7 appointments in the first 4 days marketing it. So you don't see that very often. If you got 7 appointments every 4 days, most clinic owners would be very happy. So that's where we're coming from. You can take everything we say, you can, disagree with it, whatever. We just want to provide value out there, and we think it's going to be super helpful for you. So without further ado, I think we should get into it here.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm going to be looking at Facebook Ad Library. This is the platform I'm using. Anyone can use it. All ads that are posted publicly are available. You can go through it, watch it, see what the ad looks like. You can click on where the ad, where it calls to action there. You can click onto their website, onto the landing page, whatever they have. That's what I'm going to be going through. So you could do the same thing I'm doing. And here, I'll share my screen so everyone can see this. There we go. Okay, so this is our first ad that we're going to be going through here. And like I said, it's on Facebook Ads Library. This is Lauren Glucina Naturopath. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. And if anyone here, wants us to go through their naturopath or wellness clinic, please contact us. We would love to do it. Also, if we happen by accident to go through your clinic and you're watching this, also reach out to us. We would love to do a more in-depth version, talk to you more specifically about what you can do to improve results and get more appointments. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's watch this ad. We're going to rate everything we see out of 10. We're going to rate out of the ad to the landing page, wherever it directs you. We're going to rate it all out of 10 and explain our rating there, see how it goes. So yeah, let's view this ad here. I'm going to turn the volume down because sometimes it can be pretty loud. Let's start from the beginning.
If you're typically a driven professional woman, but you feel like stress has taken over, you may be stuck in survival mode. Now, normally stress comes and goes, our body handles it and we recover. But if you've been under prolonged stress for a period of say 3 months or more, your system could be stuck in fight or flight. And then that awful feeling of being tired but wired takes over. So you wake up feeling unrefreshed, you're having to drag yourself through the day. But then when you put your head down on the pillow at night, you just can't switch off that mind and it feels impossible to get to sleep. Now, the good news is that you can reset your stress cycle. And in my upcoming live masterclass, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. I'm going to share simple strategies to help calm the nervous system, boost energy, balance your moods, and even kickstart a stalled metabolism. You'll also get my steady energy guide, and this will be a game changer for your health. If you put the simple tips into practice there, you will enjoy a noticeable boost of energy, literally within 24 hours. So click the link below to save your spot, and I'll see you there.
All right. Okay, Andrew, I'll let you walk me through this one here first.
Yeah. So I'd say that hook was really good. I mean, she spoke exactly to her audience, who she wanted to, like empowered women who are stressed. And then
Do you want me here? I'm just going to play the hook one more time. The hook, by the way, for everyone watching, what we're talking about is the first like 5-ish seconds of the ad, or the first sentence that you say. And it's very important that you get it right, because this is going to determine if someone watches it, they stop scrolling and watch it, or if they just keep going past and skip your ad.
If you're typically a driven professional woman, but you feel like stress has taken over, you may be stuck in survival mode. Now, normally
Okay, yeah. So I agree. Great hook. But yeah, continue on what you were saying there.
Yeah, no, and I think, like, the overall thing, like, it goes through exactly what she is, like, what she does, and then she also, like, said she was doing a master class, and she also offered a bunch of things, which is a really good thing to see, like, that she has a lot of, like, call to actions pretty much, like, she all these things she's offering, that's really good as well. I haven't really seen the landing page, but just the ad in general, I liked also that she was very natural. She literally did it like she was speaking to me pretty much. It didn't seem like an ad at all.
Yeah, yeah, I would completely agree with that. I mean, she comes across very natural, very this looks like someone just posted something on social media, which is exactly what you want to go for. You know, you don't want something looking like an ad. Otherwise, you know, you're going to trigger something, a psychological thing in someone's brain where they're going to consciously go, "Oh, this looks like an ad. Let's skip it." She comes across as if she's just posting content. This is social media content. It's supernatural, conversational, sounds great. Hook was there. Hook's calling out the specific audience, and she goes in depth. She goes through it. She explains it well. This is a really, really good ad. This is going to be probably one of the better ads we see here today. And I also love the big subtitles as well. That's a huge thing to have. And yeah, okay, let's check out the landing page now. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to have to switch this over so y'all can see it. All right. So this is the landing page we're working with here. Now, I'm going to start right off the bat here. I'm going to say that three step. I like this. This is the first thing I saw right at the top, this banner at the top. I like that because you have free live masterclass, what you're offering for burnt out professional woman. I mean, very, very simple, very clear on what this whole thing is. This headline here, I'm going to read it real quick. 3-step holistic burnout recovery plan. Reclaim your energy, mental clarity, and body confidence without restricting food or forcing yourself through another HIIT class. I'm not sure what HIIT is, to be
A
honest.
HIIT class, it's like high interval training class or
Okay.
something.
Okay.
High
Um,
intensity interval training class.
yeah, I'll let you, this is it. By the way, this is her entire landing page. I can't scroll down past here. In my opinion, I'm not a huge fan of this headline. I think it sounds a little too much like Chat GPT. This sounds like an AI written headline, and you can sort of tell right off the bat. It's very much like markety jargon just throwing it at you. I like this headline at the top because it's so simple, so clear, and it talks what you're offering and who you're offering it for right then and there. I wish this headline was more like that, this big one here. And it had more of something where it was about more specifically who it's going to help, and maybe more specifically what the outcome will be, what's going to happen. I do like, however, this without restricting food or
Yeah.
forcing yourself through another hit class. We do this with headlines a lot, where we say without and then common things that people that you would go through that you don't like or that you are upset with.
Mhm.
Basically, you know, kind of obstacles that you deal with constantly with whatever problem you're having. I do like how she addresses that there. And overall, it's not bad. That's just the one thing that I would change that headline. But other than that, you have her photo time here. Show up live and get a free gift. The steady energy guide, you know, whatever that is, and the name, email, reserve my spot. I'm gonna let you talk about this, Andrew, and then I want to quickly go through what the style of what she's offering, which is called a lead magnet. But I'll let you talk about this real quick.
Yes. I mean, the headline, I'm pretty much gonna say a lot of the same stuff, but, like, the headline is, like, pretty good, like, the header here. Like, I liked the without restricting, like you said as well, like, that was the main thing that stuck out to me because I was like, that's what people's objections are. That's kind of the whole point, is, like, you say what you offer, and then the first things that the people think about that you're offering, you say without. So if you're like, "Oh, I offer, like, burgers, and then it's a natural burger or something, and then you say without food additives and all this stuff. Like, it's the first thing people think when they're like, no, I don't want a burger or something like that. So anyways, I like this in general. Like, I think it could be like improved, but overall I think it's really good. Like, just like the system in general, like from the ad to the landing page.
Yeah, okay. I agree. I think it's really good. And like I said, really quick, I want to go through what she's offering here because you're not going to see this a whole lot. This is probably going to be the only one today that we review. We have 5 here that we're going to review. This is probably the only one I'm going to guess that is like this, where she offers what's called a lead magnet, which is essentially a free, not gift, but a free offer that isn't what her main offer is. For example, in this, it's her webinar or masterclass, same idea, where it's just a live masterclass where she's going through helping people out. She's not selling a live masterclass. She's going to probably be selling a course, or maybe she has a product she's going to be selling. It's going to be something like that, but she's going to upsell people in the masterclass. Now, the way she's operating this is more like a coach. It's not quite like a clinic would, as for a clinic, you can't really do a masterclass. However, what I will say is lead magnets do work. If you can offer something that gets people in the door, which is the whole point of them, and gets them some sort of value out of it, maybe it's an assessment, maybe it's just a discovery session, whatever it is, the more value you can squeeze out of it and give people to free or for a heavy discount, the more of a chance you're going to have clients that sign with you, because it's a light, it's an easy enter into your clinic or into whatever you're doing. It's a low obstacle path towards that. And then once they're in, once they've said yes to that initial offer, it's easier to upsell them, easier to get them to say yes again. So overall, let's give this a rating. I'm going to go first here. Out of 10, I'm gonna rate this pretty high. I wish there was more, to be honest. I'm not. What she's offering is free, so I get it. You don't need a ton of information to sign up for a free thing. I do wish there was a little more here. The ad was, I don't know if you could get a whole lot better with that ad. However, so I might rate I'm in between right now, a 7 and an 8 out of 10. That's where I'm sitting right now. Where are you at, Andrew?
Yeah, I was gonna say 8.
Yeah, yeah.
Because compared to our like last ratings, I'd say like for what she's offering, this is really good. Like, obviously most of the people we're offering, like going through, it's going to be to book an appointment of some sort, but this isn't really that. It's for a masterclass. But yeah, no, this is still really good.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Okay, let's go through the next one here. I'm going to pull it up. Let me share my screen so everyone can see. Okay, so I'm going to be... Oh, this is just a graphic. Okay. So, Andrew, you want to go through this one here?
Yeah, here, just read the top section for a second.
Right up here.
Drop stubborn fat and build muscle faster by driving workouts. Yeah, so I mean, this graphic ad, I mean, it's visually appealing. Like, it says free in-body scan and nutrition plan, and then goes through a few things. What I would say about this graphic ad is that there's not really a call out to someone, like who they're actually targeting. It's kind of more like it seems like they're offering a product. I did look at their landing page before, but it's not really about that. But I don't know. I feel like they should have had more of a call out to a specific audience here.
Yeah, I have a few opinions about this. This graphic, it looks good. It looks like it's professionally done. However, this is not a graphic that is going to get you more clients, more appointments. And it's because it looks like an ad. Number one, I already said this before, stuff that looks like an ad, you're telling it's almost like you're signaling to people, hey, this is an ad. Like, you don't want to do that. You want it to seem natural, like regular content they would see on Facebook in this instance. Not only that, but from this graphic, I can't actually tell, like you said, who this is for or really what it even is. I just see that it's body optimization. That could mean a lot of different things. And there's a free in-body scan. Now, I understand when you read the caption here, you see it's about losing weight. and building muscle, some, sort of like a fitness personal trainer type idea here. But it's hard to see that right from the graphic. You don't see that at all. And because of that, I don't think a lot of people are going to stop what they're doing and actually read through this, because it doesn't attract attention. It doesn't call out that specific person. Okay, I'm going to go on the landing page here and then we'll assess that. Also, just to add as well real quick, a a video is normally going to do better than graphics when it comes to advertising. There are some exceptions, but for the vast majority in general, a video is always going to perform better than a graphic would. But if a really good graphic is still a really good graphic. Um, okay, so let's go through this right now. This is in Vancouver, Vancouver's premier integrated fitness and wellness clinic. We combine elite fitness and science-backed naturopathic care all under one roof in downtown Vancouver. Starts with a free and body scan, percent body fat. I'm gonna just scroll down here so I can read through it and everyone else can see. Okay, so first thoughts, it's actually a pretty good landing page. I definitely think they did a better job on the landing page than they did on their ad. I don't like this headline. This is more of a branding type style. This is like a big company type headline. This is not headlines matter so much because it's the first thing people see. And Vancouver's premier integrated fitness and wellness clinic, it doesn't, who is it for? What problems are you solving? Why would people come to it? What is the solution you're offering them? What are the alternatives and why are you better? I don't see any of that, not in just this headline, but I don't see any of that here. They do go through what it is as far as the services they do, where it's all about losing weight, gaining more muscle. However, this sub headline is interesting. We combine elite fitness and science-backed naturopathic care all under one roof. This right here got me a little curious on what that actually meant. But then as I scroll down, the reason why I wanted to scroll down is I want to see, okay, do they talk about that anywhere else, which they don't. But I thought that was a really cool idea. Wow, there's fitness. It's sort of a, PT idea and a naturopathic, science-backed naturopathic care in one clinic. That sounds unique, and uniqueness drives curiosity and it makes people want, get interested and want to know more. I would have really leaned into that angle about how it's a fitness focused naturopath. I think if they leaned into that more and really went through it, it could have been a lot better than what it is. But I'll let you have a go here, Andrew. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, overall it looks good, but yeah, like Jaden was saying, the copy matters a lot. And yeah, as you were talking about that, I agree. Like, I think like if they were to lean in for that, like even in the ads as well, like because they mainly talk about like their offer. But yeah, I think if they leaned into that, it would have actually been much better and probably would perform like better as well.
Yeah, and just and another way to think about that is for you watching it, what would intrigue you more? Me saying something like, we're the only fitness and science-backed naturopath clinic in all of Vancouver where we have people come to us and they lose all unnecessary fat and gain muscle. This is what they look like before. This is what they look like they've been here for 3 months. And I go through that. Or I just say, hey, we do free in-body scans and we're going to scan your body fat percentage. And I go through what a free in-body scan is. You're going to be more intrigued by what I said at first because it's something that actually is calling out to you if you're interested in that stuff. Offering a free thing is good. I think the free in-body scan is good, but they've centered their entire marketing scheme around what they offer instead of centering it around the actual person that's going to be partaking in it. And that's a key point right there. Okay, out of 10, let's go. Andrew, what do you rate this?
Um, I'd say like a 5
A 5
or
out of 10?
or yeah, 4.
I'm gonna
Because the
say
ad isn't gonna bring a lot of people to this landing page, and that's the only problem. Like, they're only gonna see the landing page if the ad performs well, but if the ad doesn't perform well, they're not gonna see this, so
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say 5 out of 10. I'm gonna agree with you there. I think the ad was pretty. It definitely could use a lot of work. The ad. I think the landing page. I wish they took a different angle, but the landing page is definitely not the worst landing page I've seen. Like I think it's a decent. The landing page is carrying that score to make it a 5. If it wasn't for a good like a decent landing page, I probably would have given it more like a 3. But yeah, okay. Let's move on to the next one here. All right. Okay, this one's a video, so I'll
IV
full
therapy has
screen
become
this here so everyone can see it. Turn down the volume a little bit. Okay, let's go.
IV therapy has become really popular in recent years. When you take oral supplements, you can absorb a fraction of what's on the label, but when we give things intravenously, you get 100% immediate absorption. When we deliver the intravenous therapy, it allows for immediate hydration. And this is going to help with performance, cellular energy, and helping you get the most from your workouts and your recovery. IV therapy has become really popular in
Okay, I'll go first on this. There was something weird I noticed in this ad. I'm gonna play it from the beginning, and I'll kind of I'll pause it when it hits that
IV
moment.
therapy
It's
has become really
it's
popular
pretty soon
in
here.
recent years. When you take oral
Right there. IV therapy has become pretty popular in recent years, and then it all of a sudden like cuts, and then it like goes into a random I think it's a
IV therapy has become
story
really
or
popular in recent years. When you take oral supplements, you can absorb a fraction.
yeah, or into sort of a deep dive of what it is. It was so like it was such a hard cut. Like, and not from a, I'm not just talking from a video editing standpoint. It wasn't great there, but from what you're actually saying, like I thought it was going to go one way, and then all of a sudden it just like randomly goes into a like deep dive or tangent about IV therapy. Like it was sort of a weird breakdown that was happened there. I think, they got some clips of her saying some things, but they clearly didn't really get a nice seamless transition into it. It just kind of like hard cut, boom, started talking about it. Um, okay, so the hook here, we're always going to talk about hooks when it comes to videos because that's the most important thing. I don't mind this hook. It's not something I'm gonna, rave about, but this hook here,
IV
which
therapy has become really popular in recent years.
I don't mind that hook. It's sort of the beginning of a story, except obviously it doesn't, it hard cuts and then transitions into something else. But if it didn't have that hard cut and she kind of kept going and talked more about why it's trending, the reasons, like who's taking it, who is causing it to trend, it actually would be a great hook because it's sort of like a storyteller's type hook.
Mhm.
What do you think about that, Andrew?
Yeah, no, I think that's a good take actually, is that, I didn't really notice that when I first watched this before putting it on here, but no, that's a good take. Yeah, if she went through almost like a storyline, that would have actually been pretty good, just saying like, "Hey, this is who's taken it. This is what it's done for them and the results they've had, and then this is where you can get it." And then kind of give them a call to action. There isn't even a call to action in this video. It kind of just
Okay, yeah.
ends. But yeah, so it's a lot like content. I mean, you can post this on your Instagram or Facebook page, but I would not use this as an
Yeah, 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 that's a good way of putting it. Okay, let's see their landing page here. I see they're in Kamloops, which is pretty cool. I'm right now I'm pretty close to Kamloops. So again, if you're watching this, I'd love to go through a more in-depth version, but I'll share the landing page. Okay, the movement mechanics, Kamloops IV therapy and nutrient injections. I'm not gonna watch this video. Although I do like seeing a video here, that's a great thing to have. I'm just not gonna watch it for time's sake. Hopefully it's a great intro video that talks about who you are and your stuff and what you offer. Um, I'm just going to read this real quick. I'll let you guys have a look at it as well. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go to the top here. Andrew, what do you think about this so far, just going through this?
Yeah, I mean, if we watch that VSL, I think it might be a VSL, but like video sales letter pretty
I'm
much.
not going
But
to I'm not going to play it.
no,
Just
I know,
yeah.
but I mean that's a good thing to have. Like this is the first one we've seen with one, which is actually like a really good thing to have. It builds a lot of trust for people. And yeah, if you scroll down a bit, uh, yeah, there's here, one second. Yeah, she also offers a consultation. Like that's something you could talk about in the ad as well, like saying that like you don't need to book an appointment right off the bat. We can go through a consultation. That's a free consultation. I think it might be free. I don't know. It might not be, but a consultation, it at least gets people's foot in the door. But yeah, overall, like the landing page is pretty nice. But like I said before, like if you don't have a good ad driving people to your landing page, it doesn't matter if you have a nice landing page.
Um I am going to give a pretty like specific suggestion for this one. Change this. If they changed this alone, or if they, you know what, if you just removed this and just had it go straight to here, it would be better. But if you don't want to remove it and you want this like photo design thing, change what it says here. The first thing I see when I go onto this website is a logo, the movement mechanics. Unfortunately, I know you're a clinic owner, business owner, whoever you are, you like, your clinic, you like your logo. Unfortunately, the people who see your ad, who are scrolling on Facebook, they could care less about your logo. Get your logos here, get it out of the middle here. Instead, put a headline saying, hey, you clicked the ad, so we know you're going to be this kind of person. Hey, so if you are dealing with these problems, if you want this solution, that's what your headline should say, not doing a logo here. If they change that aspect, the rest of it here, like you said, VSL, I like this sort of bio, talking about who this even talks about, actually people, what kind of struggles the people they help have, what their IV therapy do, the benefits. It's actually really solid other than just the top here. And because of that, if I'm giving it a rating overall, again, remember our ratings are the ad to the landing page is an overall thing. I'm going to rate this a 6 out of 10. And the reason for that is the ad brings it down. It's not the worst I've ever seen. It's definitely not the best. I wish they would have stuck to that kind of story type idea like they started out with in the hook, but then it kind of did a hard cut and sounded more like it's just like an ad or like an informative type video. And I'm not a huge fan of that. And then also this headline thing here. That brings it to a 6 for me. What do you think, Andrew?
Yeah, I'd say it's a 6. We can move on from this one, yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let me bring up the next one here. Oh, can you see it?
Yeah.
Are you able to see it?
Yeah. You just have to click in.
Okay, sounds good. On my end, it glitched out a little bit, but okay, sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna full screen this. Let's get into it.
GLP-1s have been completely replaced. We are the first holistic 40 weight loss clinic in the United States. Why is it that everyone's jumping on board with us? Just in 2 months of our practice, clients have lost 400 pounds. 400. We're the top in the U.S. We were the first to bring this. You don't have to do the injections, and you don't get the side effects of GLP-1s. I've never seen clients age the way they have when they've come to me from offices offering GLP-1s. It's not even about the beauty aspect. It's about the side effects from your gut, bone loss, osteoporosis, and other serious side effects. Thinner is great. It gets you out of the gate, but it's not solving the root cause of why you gain the weight in the first place. Look at my journey. After 3 kids, couldn't get it off for 10 years. My husband, Dr. Cutler, is a naturopathic physician, so he got to the root cause of why I gained the weight in the first place. Through naturopathic testing, I was able to find out what those root causes were, so the weight came off naturally. And thinner just sped everything up and was icing on the cake. I can't tell you the freedom that I feel finally after 10 years of having that weight off of me and doing it in a way that doesn't hurt my beauty. This is intelligent weight loss. We cater nationwide. Give us a call and we'll drop ship the product to you, and our nurse team will help guide you through the process.
Okay, Andrew, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I'd say that ad is like pretty much perfect. Like it calls out exactly who it's talking to, like people who are taking like Ozempic. That's what like a GLP-1 is pretty much. But, like, it's the people who are taking Ozempic or some sort of, like, injective or pill or something to lose weight, and it's saying, like, "Hey, there's alternative methods." And then right after that, she shows before and afters, which will literally just, like, play into people's heads and be like, "Oh, well, that looks like me right now. With this process, I can look like that." Like, that's what people are thinking, and then she also talks about how it can get to the root cause of whatever's going on with it. Like, so it's not just like a very vague thing, and it's like a very cookie cutter program or whatever she's offering. I think it's a program, but a cookie cutter program, it's very personalized. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I think it's a great ad. I think I like the first one we saw a little bit better, but this one is still really good. Obviously, like you said, it's targeting people that have dealt with GLP-1 alternatives. Like this is a very specific audience she's going for. If you're trying to lose weight but you haven't done GLP-1, you're probably not going to resonate with this ad, which is fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's actually, if anything, that's probably a good thing.
It is a
To
good
niche
thing.
down and
GLP-1s have been
figure it out. But anyways, okay, let's go through this landing page here. Okay. All right. So right off the bat, this is it. This is all it is. I'm going to click begin just to see. Okay, and then it goes into a survey. So Andrew, what do you think about this?
I To be honest, I think a lot of weight loss companies do this, like where they do like straight to like a survey or something. It is a good thing because I'm pretty sure after it'll give a bit more information. This is just to kind of like um go through the funnel system, but I like it. Like right off the bat, it says first ever natural alternative to Ozempic. Yeah, so like what I was saying. And Ozempic is a huge product, so people can be like notice it. Obviously, you can't say Ozempic in the ad or else it would not be able to stay up. But yeah, if she could, I would prefer to say like instead of GLP-1, say Ozempic because people will be like, "Oh, I recognize that." But no, overall it's great.
Yeah. I do wish there was more. I know, okay, people are gonna go. I do like the survey style. I think it's great. Like, I'm sure you can go through this. I wish there was more information, and I especially wish there was a video on here. I'm not the I don't mind having a simple page where it's a survey, but at least have a headline with a subheadline. Introducing thinner is not a good headline, and that's a good subheadline. I don't mind that, or a headline, but have a little bit more information. Maybe have a video, and you get so many more people filling out this survey.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Um, compared to trying to get people to do it right off the bat, which I understand that the thought process, oh, if we get people to fill out a survey right off the bat, we're going to get them to commit to it, through all that. And I'm sure this is doing fine because it's a great ad and it's still like, not a bad landing page they have here. I just wish more information, do like a VSL style video right here, and you'd probably honestly double the amount of people that go through the survey or give you their contact info or buy a product. That is,
Mhm.
you're gonna get a lot more people that do that. So, what do you rate this, Andrew, out of 10?
I'd rate this, yeah, like a 7, the overall system.
I'm gonna rate it a 7 as well. I'm gonna rate it a 7 as well. I think the first one we saw there that I said it was between a 7 and an 8. If this is a 7, I'm gonna give that one an 8 because I think that one was a little bit better. Both ads were great. That ad was a little bit better, and the landing page was also a little bit better on the other one. But
Mhm.
both of them are really good, especially the ads for both of them are really, really good. Okay, let me bring up the next one here. We're rolling through this. Now, this is the last one, I believe. Yep, this is the last one. And then after this, we're going to just have a topic that we talk about for just a little bit. Now, this is something that a lot of clinic owners we talk to that they, have an issue with or they ask us. So every time we do a podcast at the end, after we're done reviewing other marketing strategies, we want to talk about, okay, what is a common objection? What is a common issue we hear? Let's walk through it. Let's do it together. So then, if you're thinking it, maybe you've had this problem, maybe you've asked someone else this question, we can sort of help you through it here. Okay. So let's get through the last one. I'm going to share my screen so everyone can see it. All right.
Hi, I'm Dr.
Oh, whoa, that is loud. I'll turn it down here.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr.
It's a loud ad.
Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Tang, naturopathic physician here at Crossroads Naturopathic Clinic. If you're a male that's having trouble in the bedroom, planning to start a family, having trouble putting on muscle or losing weight, experiencing fatigue throughout the day, or your memory isn't as good as it was before, well, your hormones might be the reason. Here at Crossroads Naturopathic Clinic, we offer in-depth testing for those that are experiencing symptoms or those that are just curious about their overall health. If this is something that you're interested in, please book a 15-minute complimentary meet and greet today. Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Tang.
Okay, I'll go through this one first here. First of all, I think the script is good. I think it's a great script. My man looks like he's being held at gunpoint though when he's reading it. Like he does not look happy to be part of this. Like if he did a little bit more facial expression, hand gestures, it would maybe be a little bit more natural, but this guy looks like he has what he's talking about right now and he's scared to talk about it. But I will say that the script is really good. You know, I think that if this is a specific audience, um, I actually will give a little bit of a unique take on this, but first I'll let you, Andrew, I'll let you analyze this and let me know your thoughts.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, like you said, it's like he's a robot talking, but the script is really good. He calls out exactly who he needs to speak to. He has a call to action at the end. Like overall, like the ad would be good, but just put some life into your words. Like that's pretty much it. Like other than that, it's a good ad.
Yeah, I agree. Now the one thing I would say about this is I've never worked with anyone within the erectile dysfunction niche or anything like that. I'm assuming, however, that most of these people that are coming into this clinic are not the most open about what their issue is. They're probably not running around everywhere telling people that they have ED. So if I was to change anything here, I would almost like bring up that as like a pretext type thing and say, hey, I know that you're probably shy about this or you're probably a little embarrassed. Embarrassment is the word I'm thinking of here. You're a little bit embarrassed about what you're dealing with, but it's okay. We're going to go through it with you. And this is actually something you can fix. It's going to be a lot better if you come to us and let us help you with it than if you're too embarrassed to try and deal with it, or you're just going to try and live without it and hope that something changes in the future. I would have maybe added something there because I have a feeling, again, I've never worked within this niche before. I have a feeling though that a lot of people are embarrassed when it comes to talking about this kind of thing. And that is not from personal experience. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to
So
say, does it hit close to home or something?
no. So let's view this landing page here. Okay.
Perfect.
Men's health, Crossroads. I'm just gonna scroll through this. I'm gonna let you guys read this. Holy moly, there's a lot of okay.
Oh,
Okay, so right off the bat here, um treatments men's health. Not sure why that is the headline because that is not like yeah, it is men's health, but like you know you're talking specifically about something, you should have that as the headline. Like what do they have in the ad here? Hormonal health is what they're talking about here. But obviously they're talking about you know bedroom type stuff, you know, you want to start a family, have a wife, whatever. Why is that not in the headline here? Also, it's talking about yeah, I'm just a little confused. It's almost like just talking about men's health in general. This is not talking specifically about what the ad was saying. This is like a more general, just men's health. Get specific
yeah.
with it. If your ad is talking about it, bring it to a landing page where that's what's also being said on the landing page. And this is just way too much text here. This is almost hard on the eyes how much text there is. Like it's going to be hard to get someone to read all of that. However, I'm sure that I kind of like this in your 20s, in your 30s. So then if you are in your 20s, you'd probably read this. I like that kind of idea here to have something like this. Just got to space it out, got to not have it on just a long paragraph, you know, page here. Just space it out so it's easier to read, get a better design in there. But yeah, what do you think, Andrew?
Yeah, overall not that great. I mean, yeah, I think you covered it pretty much though, but yeah, just add some sort of like call out for people in the headline, talk about men's hormones or something in it. Because right now, just men's health is just so broad. Like it's just like nothing. But anyways, yeah.
All right, so what would you rate it?
Rating for this whole thing, I think like I'd rate it like a 5 or a 4. The
5
the
out of 10?
landing page is not great, and the ad is good, but not great either. Yeah, I'd rate it like a 5.
I was gonna say 5 as well, and the ad is carrying it to a 5.
Yeah.
The ad is a really like other than I know I was joking about how he looks like he is held at gunpoint, which he does, but it's a really solid ad. It's just I wish he would have been a little bit more expressive and enjoyed a little bit more of it than he did. But yeah, this landing page just is not, and it's not that it doesn't look good. It's that it doesn't even talk about really specifically what the ad was. Like, yes, I'm sure it does go through it somewhere in here, but right off the bat, treatments, men's health, and it just kind of goes through it in general. Be specific, talk about who you're helping, talk about the solutions you're offering to them, talk about the alternatives, why they're worse, why you're different, and why you're better. Talk about those kinds of things and really get to know who your clientele is, and that's going to help you a lot. But okay, that's done. So all of the examples I wanted to go through there are done, taken care of. The first one we went through was the highest rated one. I think we've done so far an 8 out of 10. I think that is the highest
Yeah.
we've had. Uh, so anyways, let's get into the topic now about what we want to discuss. Okay, so what we wanted to talk about here, we get this a lot from clinic owners, practitioners. They ask us this, especially people who we actually have started working with. So, we're starting to work with them. We're getting everything set up for them. And it's that what makes a good ad, or how do you create a good looking ad? And we're going to specifically talking about Facebook and Instagram ads here. And we're going to specifically talk about video ads. So assuming those things, how do you create a ad that you know is good? How do you know if an ad is good? How do you go through that, and how do you process that, Andrew?
Yeah. So first step, obviously, you have your script, but the biggest portion is your hook, like Jaden has said so many times. If you spend like 90% of your time working on the hook and then like 10% on the rest of the ad, it's probably going to perform better than if you're just like, okay, pull off Chat GPT a script and then it's just garbage. Like your hook is going to be what draws everyone in. And that's the first a hook is like the first like 5 to 8 seconds of a video. So you have that much time to get my attention and make me watch the rest or click through. But yeah, But yeah, Jaden, talk about like hooks and what you would say like makes a good hook.
Okay, what makes a good hook? Um, a hook, the purpose of a hook, remember, is to get people to stop scrolling. How do you get people to stop scrolling? Well, there's two main ways. Number one, you talk specifically to them. For example, if I'm advertising, let's say to pregnant women with back pain, if I say right off the bat, "Hey, are you a lady who's pregnant and have really bad chronic back pain?" If you are a person who's pregnant and you have bad back pain, chances are that's going to intrigue you. You're going to listen to a little bit more. So that's number one, is you call out specific. Number two is you do something that is wildly different, meaning you say something that isn't normally heard, or maybe it's a visual thing. They see something that is unique, that is pattern breaking, that, makes them a little bit intrigued. Oh, what is this kind of thing? Those two ways is how you get people to stop scrolling. And the best is when you combine it, when you have something that calls out on a specific avatar, on a specific person and their problems, what they want from it. And at the same time, it is different. It looks different. Maybe it sounds different. What you're presenting is different, and it makes people really intrigued. When you do those two things properly, you get people to stop and listen to what you're talking about. And it's easier. It is an easy thing, and I want to get into this. To create an ad is not that difficult. It genuinely is not that difficult. You don't need a production team. In fact, the TV commercial ads that you see whenever you watch sports games or whatever it is, the news, whatever that is, they're not getting a whole lot of people that are converting on whatever they're selling. In fact, think about it. When was the last time you actually bought something from a TV commercial? It probably has been a long time, if even you've ever done that before in your life, compared to you saw an ad on Google or you saw an ad on social media. There's a lot more likelihood that you've seen something there. And like I said before, the reason is it just is natural. You're able to target people better. So when you're creating an ad, a video ad on Facebook and Instagram, make sure it looks like regular content that your kind of people will consume. If you're making something for someone who's interested in fitness, diet regimens, whatever it is, do something where it's like a bunch of food on a table and it's almost like a fitness coach, like, hey, this is the kind of food, this is bad, this is good. Do something like that where it's like regular content, and then you're providing value to someone, or you're calling out their specific person, and you're just kind of bring them through a system that then takes them in the end to scheduling, because they're like, okay, I feel like this is exactly for me. I feel like this is different than what I've tried before. And I feel like that there's an easy way into it that I can try it out, or they're going to offer me this for a discount, and I want to just see how it goes. That's the end mentality. That's the end goal. And like I said, it's not that hard. You honestly pick up a phone. If you know what your hook is going to be, you can just hold your phone out like a selfie and just do it like that. And oftentimes those work the best.
Yeah. So yeah, that's very true, actually, everything Jaden just said. But I'll go through quickly just call outs because Jaden mentioned that. So Jaden and I work through pretty much 4 main call outs. You have if then like call out, and then you have yes questions, then you have ridiculous results, and there's one more. I'm blanking.
Labels.
Labels, yeah. So just something on the top, like yeah, some sort of statement, pretty much. But the questions would be like, let's go off of Jaden's example, like, are you a pregnant woman? Do you have back pain? Like that could be literally a question call out. And then if then would be like, if you're a pregnant woman with back pain, then try our whatever, our wellness program, or this and that.
Then we've created something exactly for you, or then hear us out for the next 30 seconds, whatever it is, something like
whatever
that.
you're offering. And then the label is obviously just like a statement on the top that will just like draw in people's attention, something that will, like Jaden said, like curiosity driven, will get their curiosity, and it'll stop them in their tracks, because you have to realize people are just scrolling on their phones right now. So yeah, let's go into body now. What makes a good body, Jaden?
Well, body is pretty simple. Like, you can do this a lot of ways. really at the end of the day, you want something that is informative, almost educational in a sense, but something that's real. That is the key. Get something that is genuine, that doesn't sound like you're trying to sell someone or it's salesy or anything like that. Like you're just talking about who you are, what you do, the kind of people you work with, the results you've seen from it, and you're just kind of going through it. The hook is what matters the most. The body can be a creative decision as far as how you want to go about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, body is very simple. Just make it conversational. So just don't like make it overly like, hey, like super crazy. Just be who you are and like enunciate your words pretty much. That's it. And then for call to action, it's pretty simple. You're just naming what you do in the next step in your process. So either that's filling out a survey, that's booking a call, booking a consultation, whatever it is.
Yeah,
But
and the
yeah.
structure, so the structure we follow is hook, body, CTA, call to action. So number one hook, number two body, lastly end with a call to action, which like Andrew just said, it's simple. Now, I'm going to do something here that I wasn't planning on doing, but I might as well do it. Andrew, you can do it if you want, or you can just let me do it here. I'm off the rip right now. I'm just going to say an ad. I'm going to create an ad off the top of my head. I'm just going to say it as if I was recording myself doing an ad right now, and I'll pick a random niche we can go from. Let's do that Vancouver one where they did the naturopath fitness combination there. Let's do it like that. So as if I'm a clinic, I offer a sort of personal train, or not personal trainer, but let's say coaching style fitness thing where I do diets, I do body fat percentage, I do all of that. And then I also offer some naturopathic type treatments as well. Maybe that's like red light therapy or some standard ones like that. And I kind of combine the two into a health benefits type idea. So I'm going to start this. I'm going to it's going to be like 40 seconds. I may mess up. I may stumble. I don't know. I'm doing this live, but let's begin. Okay. If you've tried to lose weight before and it hasn't worked out, maybe you have tried going to the gym, you've tried a diet, but no matter what you try, it seems impossible to hit, and you keep giving in. You can't seem to find a strict plan that actually takes you there. I have something for you that's really unique. It's the only type of its kind in Vancouver. It's a naturopath and fitness clinic. That's right. They're combined together. Fitness is there so that we can help you lose weight. We can help you with body fat. We can get you active, mobile again. After coming out of this, you're going to want to exercise. You're going to want to have a good diet, and we're going to help you out with all of that, but also a naturopath clinic as well, where we combine red light therapy with it. We have massage. We have everything there for you. So you can come to us and we're going to help you. And we're different than everyone else, not only because we combine natural, non-toxic treatments with fitness styles, which you can't find anywhere else, but when you come to us, we're going to provide such a good experience where you're going to want to keep coming. Unlike the gym, unlike eating healthy, where it sucks every time you do it, in our clinic, you're going to want to keep coming back because of how good of a job we do and all the special treatments you have. There's really nothing else like it in Vancouver, like I stated before. So if you want something like this, click the link below, visit our website, fill out the survey, and book an appointment with us. And we're going to do a free, discovery session, see if this is the right thing for you. Boom, done. Okay, so that is obviously you're going to want to do a little bit better than that, but off of the, off of the top of my head, that's how you want to do an ad. And you can literally record it as I was recording it like this. Ideally, you don't have headphones on and, you're not talking to a mic, but you can record it with your phone. You can do whatever, but that's how you want to do an ad, something like that. Notice how natural it was, how conversational it was. You're going to obviously want to refine what I said and take parts out, add certain parts, do this, do that. But in general, hearing that ad, that's going to be a pretty good performing ad. And that's what I would call a good ad if you did something like that. What do you think, Andrew? Was that good?
Yeah, that's pretty solid. And just by the way, not a lot of people can just make an ad off the rip like that. Like for me, I probably would have done way worse. But so you don't expect yourself to like be able to do that right off the bat. But yeah, Jaden, we could show quickly our landing page here as we wrap up, and then just give them just what we did, because we like for our naturopathic clinic that we ran and got 7 appointments in 4 days. We'll just show you our landing page. Yeah. So this is our landing page that we used to get 7 appointments in 4 days here.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So
yeah,
go
you can
ahead.
go through it. For it.
Okay. I was just gonna add at the beginning, I talked briefly about this. This is, we got 7 appointments in the first 4 days marketing this. This is a fake wellness clinic that we created. So it's not real. We just ran it as a test to see how good it would do. And you can see, the format we use, the headline here, how we've done it. And just going back to the headline, because I've said that's the most important thing here. You can see at the top, still dealing with nagging pain or discomfort despite trying all the conventional fixes. Question right there. If you are dealing with nagging pain or discomfort and you've tried other things, you're gonna want to read further now and getting to the root cause of your symptoms without more medications or dismissive appointments. Really solid headline. Now, again, we'd probably adjust this as time goes on. We'd change it up, but it worked extremely well the way it was. We haven't changed it since. And ultimately what we found is there's a lot of people that have tried a lot of alternatives and they're looking for something that's natural. They're looking for something that actually gets to the root problem and that's going to help them without more medications or dismissive appointments. And that's why it calls out to that type of people so well. And I want to make this general because I want it to work with everyone to show that we can do it no matter what. But if you're offering something specific, talk about it even more specific than this and it will work even better. But yeah, you'll find the link for this down below somewhere where you can go check it out yourself, see the entire website, look at our survey. If I click here, you can go through it, do all of that. It's a really cool thing we made here. And then also in the link below, I'll stop sharing this real quick. Also down below, you'll find a website that we made where it's a webinar. It's about 25-ish minutes long where I go through the ads I made for it. I go through the entire system, the emails, everything I made through it, and show you the journey that people took from not knowing anything about that clinic, not knowing just having those problems I talk about, to then signing up for a clinic that doesn't even exist in real life, how that actually happened, and the reasons why I knew it would work before I even started running it. So if you want to check that out, that's also below. You can watch that webinar completely free. I'm not going to ask for your contact info, none of that. You can just view it, watch it, see how it goes. And then also we can send you the website details, the videos, the script. We have an AI script generator that we use that we've trained ourselves to create scripts like us. Everything there, it's available and we can send that to you through email if you click the link below. So yeah, but I think that wraps up the podcast unless you have anything else to add.
No, I was just going to talk about the stuff we can email you guys for free, but yeah, check it out. Everything we talked about in the ads and stuff, you can get from the AI script. So yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. See you guys next time. Cheers.
Yeah. See you.